G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So today, I've got a smile on my face because I'm in a good mood, but I've actually got a little bit of bad news. All the Lego floated out of the Lego tank, said tank here. There's one piece left. I can probably just, yeah, like, it was floating. It wasn't stuck. I just went to pull it off. There was no pulling required. It just lifted. So fish are going in here. We're going to get the vacuum out and we're going to vacuum the tank. And I've got to get the fish out of it, obviously. I just said that twice, didn't I? But anyway, let's pull it apart. I'm going to try and make this a one-part video because you guys have already seen it. But there is a chance that I won't get it dry enough today to be confident in siliconing down. But I'll give it a shot. What's the harm in trying? Alright guys, so I've got the wet dry vacuum out to vacuum out the filter sand. What is it? It's sand. It's pool filter sand. That's the one. I've got plenty of this in a bucket thanks to Matty D, so doesn't matter if we don't retrieve it. I probably still will retrieve it, but warning to headphone users. Well, that didn't go according to plan. I forgot I took the safety out of this. Alright guys, so I neglected to remember that when I got this thing, I took this little float out. So this little float is what stops this from overflowing when it's full of water. The only problem is that the tub only gets half full and that float floats. That's why I took it out. But anyway, round two. I honestly thought I only had enough water in the tank to fill this once, but to be honest, I'm pretty disappointed in how much this holds. It says it's 12 litres, and I'm pretty sure it only gets to like 6 or 7 before it overflows. So that there is what it's supposed to do. Run and then cut out. This is not a one-handed machine. But see, there's only like probably 5 litres of water in there. I should have drained a bit more before I started, but we're here now, we're at the end. Alright, I'm going to empty that and do it one more time. Alright guys, so fish tank is nice and dry. I just used some toilet paper. Unfortunately, we haven't got any paper towel at the moment. The joys of the shopping centres being empty. But basically what I've got to do now is all these pieces have got this shitty glue in them. My plan here is to go like this. This knife's got a bent tip on it. I'm actually pretty upset about it. It's not a cheap knife, but it's probably got a bent tip from me doing shit like this. So I don't know, I'm going to use silicone wrap, which will stick really well to the glass, but I don't think it's going to stick well to these blocks. So I want to get them completely cleared up, so I can get the total surface area of the hole underneath of the block. And when I put the silicone in, I'm really going to get it right in, as much of that as I can. I'm working at the opposite end of the bench as well. We're trying to keep my hands dry, and probably going to slice my fingers open. So this glue here stuck well to the Lego, but not the glass. Even though it had glass written on the label, Pretty disappointed, to be honest. In saying that, it's not like it really... Hang on, let me move position. If you guys can see, it's actually not stuck that. As long as I get under it, it's popping out. See that? First shot, that one. That belongs on there. Who's in there? There's SpongeBob. I've already done the burger. We've got the grill. I'm gonna have to go through my photos and work out where everything was sitting to, because I want to set it up like the same as it was. I don't really want to change the layout. Heaps of people ask me why I didn't make the Lego tank a bigger tank. I'm not sure if... Oh, almost took my finger out there. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it in YouTube or only on TikTok. Oh, that went across the room. But the reason I did it in a small tank is because it landed like 50 centimeters. Yeah, 5 centimeters away from the dog's water bowl. The reason I chose a small tank, originally it was going to be a 4 foot, and I was going to buy heaps more of this SpongeBob stuff, Lego. One reason, are you guys cringing how close I'm getting to my fingers? One reason is this bloody SpongeBob Lego got way too expensive and I couldn't afford it anymore. And the second reason is this tank's pretty close to my heart, so like, say in, not saying I will, but say in like 5 years if I move house, this tank's small enough that any living condition I'm in, I can probably take it with me. So that's one of the reasons behind it. Anyway, I'm gonna slice my fingers off, and if you guys aren't seeing this video on Tuesday, that means I'm probably cut my finger off. That's better. I'm gonna do it off camera because I can actually put it behind the, I can put it down and point down to the bench instead of towards my hand. And I think that's just safer for everyone. Alright guys, so they're all cleaned up. SpongeBob house is looking alright. I'm surprised like I've manhandled this and it hasn't fallen apart. One shitty thing here is I don't have any new silicone nozzles. I might actually... It's a bit of a job this. Pain in the arse. So if I hold that there, you guys can kind of see. So the problem I've got is I've got no fresh silicone nozzles. So I don't actually mind if I get silicone on the good Lego, because obviously it'll clean off if I ever needed to get it off, but you guys know I have no intentions in selling this Lego. So I'm just going to pile this in here. It's actually not that bad without a nozzle. I was gonna thumb it in with a kitchen knife, but I might just send that straight in the tank. Oh, maybe a little bit. The idea behind the knife is that we can completely load up every nook and cranny, so we're getting full contact. I'm trying to like go around in a way that there's no air pockets as well, and then leave a hump in the middle, kind of like bricklaying, like you would with cement, and then that's ready to go in. So obviously I'm pretty sure this piece went over this side. I've got one shot at this. It's kind of like once I put it down, I don't want to move it. There we go. Plenty of silicone squirting out as well. Hopefully I covered all the bottom of the bricks so there's no air pockets in the bricks. The air pockets don't matter, it just means the less air pockets, the more contact space. I'm going to do the rest off camera, guys, just so I can make sure I concentrate on getting every air pocket out of them, and I'll show you after. Alright guys, they're all glued in. If this lets go, I don't know what I'm going to do. The only thing I can think of is to glue a whole big square to the bottom. Do they still make them if you're a Lego person? You used to be able to get like 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter squares. Put the lid back on this. Well, it's not really a lid, is it? A nozzle. So I've just got to leave that to dry up here, and I'll clean that in the morning or tomorrow and sort that out. I was a bit nervous putting Patrick back in because his car is still wet, but I took the bottom block off and I did a little cheat. I actually put the bottom block, sat it up there on that fan for half an hour to make sure it was bone dry. So I put the silicone on the block, then I put the block on the car, and then I put the car in, but I was waiting for some water to drip, but it hasn't. The only shitty thing here is I'm going to lose the cycle in the filter, so we'll have to seed this tank again, which is annoying because it makes such a mess when you seed it. But I don't want to take any shortcuts because this tank's important to me, so I'll just keep on trucking, I guess. Alright guys, so I already filmed an outro for this video, but I'm going to delete that and we're going to fill this tank up, same video. The only thing what that means is we'll probably have a day off tomorrow. You guys might miss out on a vlog, but I think you would rather miss a day than have one day of pulling it apart and then another day literally just filling it up. I just feel like it's wrong making that into 2 videos. So let's go find a container. I'm backing it in. I'm going to fill it up straight away, so I probably should not do that and water test it, but I can't be bothered. The only problem with this tank is there's so much shit in the bottom. I didn't clean the tank before I transferred the fish into it, so future me is pissed off at past me. You guys past me was literally seconds ago. For me it was 24 hours ago. Alright, I'll probably get the fish in there and then we'll water test it. Alright guys, I'm not confident I'm throwing the substrate back in. Nah, in all seriousness, even if it was gonna fall off, I doubt that it would fall off first fill, so that's kind of why I'm backing it in at the moment, because I think that if it's gonna fall off, it'll fall off in a couple of weeks anyway. I probably should have thought of a better way to get the substrate out of this bin. It's not a bin, is it? It's a... what's it called? It's called a vacuum. Why did I say bin? Guess it kind of resembles a bin. One problem here is I've just dumped the sand. in the front, not actually around the place. So I'm going to need to move it around a bit. I can't remember what I did last time. Last time I think I just chucked it in there and like 2 weeks later it sorted itself out. I put the wet dry back like on the filter return, and so I like sucked the dirt out of the filter. It's actually a pretty good idea to, because obviously it's a pain in the ass to clean that little canister filter. Just whacking even when it's full of water, whacking a pipe on that return, and then sucking, like backwashing the filter. I'm pretty sure there was still one more little inhabitant in here, but I've had a good look and I really can't see anyone. I don't know what to do with this tank, guys. Obviously there's like 5 endlers in there. They're all juvenile. I've got 2 males in the goldfish tank actually, still chilling. I don't know whether to grow out those 5, maybe pull one of the males out of the endler tank, of the goldfish tank, and then keep breeding that way, or whether just to leave the 5 and see if they breed. The other option is leave the 5, see if they breed. If they don't breed, it's no big loss, and we just fill the tank with ground critters, I'm going to call them. Obviously on YouTube, Western Australia, you guys know the drill. I think the tank would look cool with only ground critters. It also means that there'd be extremely low bio load on the tank. So it's a very viable option for SpongeBob's. I mean, Squidward's barbecue's under. Is it? Oh, that's alright. I thought I ripped it off, but I only ripped off the whatchamacallit. I ripped the car off the block. I didn't rip the block off the ground. That's actually the first time I think I've ripped a piece off. I kind of want that door to be open. Can send some sand through there. Alright, so now I need to clear this spot. The block feels solid as a rock. This car here is like the least. You guys are in the pretty shit camera angle. This car here has the least, would you call it grit? Let's go upside down, shake it, get some air bubbles out of it so it's a bit less buoyant. It's only got like 2 blocks into the block on the ground, so yeah, it'll bump out pretty bloody easy. I'm almost ripping it out again. Almost need like a hose to like spray the sand off where I don't want it. It's actually not a bad idea, eh? Obviously this water, I've got the jar changer out now, but Patrick's full of sand, we'll clean him out. There we go. What do you guys reckon? I reckon some like painted red critters would look mint in there, but like, you know, I think painted red's the highest quality. You guys get what I'm getting at. I don't need to explain it, do I? If you don't get what I'm getting at, I'm sorry. I don't really just want to talk about it on YouTube. That's the main issue behind that one. Alright guys, have you guys seen this? So the jar changer, it gets like an air pocket in it, and like the water falls down through a bubble into the water. It's quite bizarre. I'm guessing if you like turn it on its side, it gets rid of the bubbles, but I just find it quite interesting, like how like air and water and gravity all correlates. It's a bit of a strange one, hey? But anyway guys, the tank's full. Almost. We've got like 30 seconds left. Long enough for me to film an outro, I reckon. So on that note guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any of those super high quality little red critters and you're in Perth, hit me up. I don't want to get them shipped. And I'll see you, or if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. And I'll see you guys not tomorrow, the day after. Peace out.